Yay. All right. Kayla, you are super mom. I am so impressed. You are a professional artist who gets paid for their work. You're a professional bread maker who gets paid for their work. And now you are doing more stuff to bring in some money, pay down the debt. And how is that going?
It's going great. I love it. It's very so I've been driving for Walmart grocery delivery, and I just drive around to the local Walmarts and pick up people's groceries and take them to their house, and Walmart pays me, and people are able to tip me, and it's so easy because you can just turn it on in the app, and like you can work whenever you want. Um and you can turn it off whenever you want, and you get to choose what orders you want to pick, and so it's like really fun for me because I get to drive around without my kids in the car. So it's like
Nice.
it's a little bit of me time, and I get to get paid for it, so
So
it's
cool.
really good income for me. I can make like $40 an hour, so it's pretty good.
Nice.
Hmm.
Nice. All right. So
Yeah,
do you have to do the grocery shopping or do they have it all ready and you just put it in your car and go?
you can do either. There's like sometimes there's options to do the grocery shopping for people, and then sometimes it's like curbside pickup. So it just depends on what's available and what you want to do.
That's awesome. That
Hmm.
is phenomenal.
Yeah, yeah, it's great. I love it.
That is great. So how did you come up with that idea? And why were you looking for more stuff to do?
Well, we just needed a little bit extra income, so my husband wanted me to do um to bring in some income, and it's kind of hard like with his schedule. It's he works for UPS, and his schedule's so unpredictable, and so I was like, I can't really depend on him to like help me with the kids a ton. um because he goes in at different times, he gets off at different times, and so I asked a few other UPS wives on a Facebook page. I was like, what do you ladies do for income when you have little kids and their schedules just so crazy? And so like half of them said be a teacher, and the other half said be a spark driver. Hi, sorry, hold on a second.
So this will be in your back seat,
Okay,
and then this will be in your trunk.
thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
um Sorry.
No, no problem. I don't even know what a spark driver is.
Well, that's what they call the delivery service.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, so they half of them said be a teacher, and the other half said do like delivery services for like DoorDash or Spark or Instacart. And so that's what I did.
It's phenomenal. And
Mm-hmm.
you just paid off a credit card,
Yeah.
like a $3,000 credit card. You now have zero credit card debt right now.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. And your your vehicle payment, you have got $500 left, and that's going to be
Yeah.
paid off this month.
Yes. Yes.
That's huge.
Yeah. I'm excited. I'm really excited. I was
Wow.
really I was really encouraged and thankful that we were able to get that paid off. That was like the credit card was like a big deal because my husband actually didn't know about it until December. Like he didn't know we had that debt. I just like I honestly like just wasn't paying attention to our credit card. And the thing that racked up our credit card was sadly just it was all groceries. My Instacart, I was like ordering groceries on Instacart, just, so it's so easy just to click it and it goes to the credit card. And like I was spending way too much on groceries, and I just lost track of it. And then it just in December, I was like, oh wow, we owe $3,000 on our credit card. And my husband was like, what? And so it was hard, but it like brought us together, and it made me kind of like wake up like, whoa, like you can't just like let it slip. You got to stay on top of it. And I learned all these tools from you, and I just wasn't applying them. But we kicked it into gear. It brought us together. We were able to work as a team, and like, okay, we're gonna pay this off. And so I got that side job, that side gig, and it helped me to, contribute. And yeah, we paid it off in 1 month. I was so
Wow.
surprised.
That's amazing.
I
And
know.
it's so easy to let things get away from you, as you
Mhm.
said, but I love how you flipped it around. Instead of
Mhm.
getting into debt by putting things in Instacart, now you're
Mhm.
getting paid about 40 bucks an hour
Mhm.
to be the person getting paid instead of the person going into debt. And that's
Exactly.
huge.
Yeah.
That is huge.
Yes.
Wow. Oh, Monica's coming on. All right. So I'm blown away, Kayla. I'm blown away. I'm so excited. And are you still making bread?
Yes.
Okay. We'll have to have we'll coordinate and we'll have a little
Mhm.
bread talk, because you save so much money by making your own bread,
Right.
even if you don't sell it. So we'll
Right.
get together and we'll do that, because I love making my own bread, and
Yes.
sourdough's the best.
Yes.
So hi, Monique. You're probably at work. I see you there. So I'm glad you're listening in. And what I wanted to just talk about today, and I want to, keep it short, because I know you've got to go make a delivery, and I want this
Mhm.
short and sweet for everybody, is I just really want to think about gratitude. And I know that, okay, for me, it's easy to get overwhelmed. And when I get overwhelmed, I'm not grateful. I don't think that we can be overwhelmed and grateful at the same time. I haven't found that in my case. So I've got to take a breath and figure out certain steps to do without being overwhelmed. And the first thing is gratitude. So I just wanted to show you something that I used to show my students, and it didn't matter whether they were elementary students or high school students. There's this amazing book called Earth Search. It's right there. And there is something that you can spin to see, where are you going to be born? Okay, so you spin this little thing, and it basically says that more than half, 57% of the world lives in poorer countries. 26% of the world lives in middle class countries. So we're talking, that's like 50, 60, 70, 80, that's like 93% of the planet does not live in a first world country. So just the fact that we have a roof over our heads and running water, there's something to be grateful for. 17% of the world lives in the richer countries. So it was a game we played with M&Ms, and the people that lived in the smallest portion of the world got the most M&Ms. And the greatest amount of population had to just split a few. All right, so if that wasn't enough, there was another spin game just to show you where you get to be born. And here's another spinner. And right here, that portion is you get to be born in the richer countries. Right there. And the rest of the world does not have the opportunities that first world countries have. So again, this is what I showed my students. And for me, when I want to learn a new concept, I go to children's books. So even for me, I was like, oh my gosh. And then after you spun, it showed you a bag of rice. And the entire bag of rice is about 500 calories. The entire bag of rice is 500 calories. The average adult needs over 2,000. The average child needs about 1,100 calories. And it says, hey, if you won the spin, you get to eat the whole bag of rice. You get to eat the whole bag of rice if you live in that tiny portion. So this makes all of my problems seem small. This makes all of my problems seem small. And this is not to discourage anybody. It's to realize how much God has given us. And I want to talk about this more tonight when we go into the class. I had a friend, and I'm going to leave it on this note, who talked to me, and they felt that it was unspiritual to go after making more money. And that you needed to be poor to be spiritual. And I have felt that myself, but there's something about it that seems wrong. If I am born in a country with lots of opportunities, if I can eat the whole bag of rice, wouldn't I want to give more to the smaller countries? Like maybe, if I have all the M&Ms here, I can't eat all of that. I get fat. Don't I want to maybe give some of the M&Ms to the people down here? So that's just something to think about. Getting out of debt and living a financial free life is not just for our own selfish desires. God designed us to live free. God is a God of abundance. He created everything. Most people don't know that Jesus was wealthy, and he wasn't wealthy just for spiritual things. Jesus was out. Remember, the story of the three wise men that came and gave him all those riches? Well, number one, they weren't three wise men because they would have gotten robbed on the trip. They were wealthy, wealthy people from Babylon. And we can talk about this more if you read about Daniel in the Bible. He taught the Magi. He had the wealth. He was always like second in command. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. You know what I'm saying? He was like second in command. He had the wealth of kings, and then the next king and the next king. And all of the wealth that the wise men and the Magi brought to Jesus's parents, we're talking gold. It wasn't like, here's a little bag of gold. They brought the wealth of a king. Jesus was freaking rich. People don't realize that. If we want to follow Christ, why don't we follow that example and get ourselves free, then start freeing other people? So, this just gives me goosebumps talking about it. There were wealthy people in the Bible. Abraham, Isaac, Abraham, and Jacob, they were wealthy. When God started with Abraham, he didn't say, hey, do you want to follow me and be poor? And we're just going to talk about God. He didn't do that. He's like, hey, Abraham, you want to be rich? He's like, yeah. He's like, let's go. You're going to be wealthy. Joseph was wealthy. He was second in command. And they were not wealthy to hoard it. What did Joseph do with his wealth? He saved the world. He saved all of the grain and people got fed. So think about what you're grateful for. Think about what you have. Think about getting out of debt is not just for you. It's so you can give back, and it is a spiritual endeavor. That's what I have for you today. That is it. If you have any feedback or questions, you're welcome to ask. Otherwise, I just want to say thank you. And I am grateful for you. I'm grateful for you, Kayla. Your example is amazing. Gloria, I am grateful for you. I see that you're improving and you have a job and your refrigerator, you're cleaning it out more. And Monique, you always inspire me. You are a light that lifts me up. I am grateful for you guys and everybody that is in this group. And we are going to continue to get better. Oh, thank you, Monique. I see your notes. So powerful.
Thank you, Larissa. That
You
was great.
you are welcome.
Thank you so much.
All right. I will see you guys later, either next Tuesday at this time or tonight. Drive safe, Kayla. Keep up the awesome work. Gloria, Monique, I'll see you guys later. Stay well. Love you. Love you
Bye.
guys.
Love you. Bye.